Hello everyone, I'm Larry Haler, your state representative from the 8th District. Well, at long last, we can finally begin the budget discussions here in earnest here in Olympia. Last week, the majority party in the House released their 2011-2013 operating budget proposal, including their solutions to an approximately $5.1 billion budget shortfall. As you can read the papers and watch or listen to the newscasts over the next few days, it's important to remember how we got to this point where we're facing such an immense deficit. Not to point fingers and play political games, but adhere to the old and wise adage, those who do not learn from history are condemned to repeat it. This budget is partially the result of excessive government spending when times were good, along with the reliance upon federal dollars and other one-time budget transfers when the economy started to take a turn. Instead of quickly making changes 2 years ago, changes that would have been difficult but would have led to budget stability today, budget writers kicked the can down the road, choosing instead to pin their hopes on an improving economy. Well, the economy did not improve, as many unemployed workers in and around the Tri-City areas can attest to, and here we are today with a substantial budget shortfall. I wish I could say that budget writers from the majority party have learned from past mistakes and have come out with a budget that didn't rely on gimmicks or one-time money. A budget that prioritizes services for education, public safety, and our most vulnerable citizens. A budget that is sustainable, transparent, and responsible. A budget that reforms how state government operates and how it delivers services. But sadly, I cannot say these things. As a member of the House Ways and Means Committee, I've been working with my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to find sustainable budget solutions that will get us on a new path and get Washington working again. However, while I agree with many of the necessary reductions in spending found in the House budget, a significant difference in priorities and principles has led House Republicans to offer a different plan. Our plan prioritizes public safety and protects our communities. Their plan proposes to let criminals out of jail early to save money. Our plan protects the most vulnerable citizens. Their plan reduces or eliminates developmentally disabled employment programs. Their plan cuts Medicaid funding. Ours does not. Their plan implements severe cuts to nursing homes, harming our senior citizens. Ours does not. We believe these folks are truly the most in need of government help and assistance. Our plan prioritizes education as a constitutional mandate that it is. We leave more money in the K-12 education system, and we do not eliminate $6 million for the school food program. Our plan also makes more reforms and is more sustainable moving forward. Rather than keep certain programs on life support by barely funding them, we choose to eliminate expensive or unnecessary programs and agencies in order to protect high-priority services. Finally, our budget plan does not rely on budget gimmicks to balance the bottom line. Their budget pushes out $240 million into the next biennium and books it as a savings to balance the current biennial budget. Their budget also relies on questionable and hastily prepared proposals to lease our state's liquor distribution center. While I do think the state needs to get out of the liquor business, this is not the way to do it. Under this proposal, the state will receive a one-time payment of $300 million, but that upfront money will cost the state about $64 million over the next 20 years in lost tax revenues. Do the math. $64 million a year for 20 years for an upfront one-time payment of $300 million. This is a bad investment. Similar to when the state sold its tobacco settlement money for pennies on the dollar to pay expenses several years ago. I believe the public wants a transparent and sustainable budget that does not rely on accounting gimmicks to make ends meet. Unfortunately, our budget proposal died in the House Ways and Means Committee on a party line vote. The House Democrat budget passed the Ways and Means Committee and then passed the House floor after much debate. We expect the Senate to release their budget today. There is still time for sustainability, accountability, and transparency to be worked into our final budget solution, and I will continue to work to make it so. I also continue to update you on the various budget proposals as they move through the process. For more detailed budget information, you can always visit my website. And as always, you can contact my office with any questions or concerns. You can use my direct line, 360-786-7986. That's 360-786-7986. Or you can use the toll-free hotline, the number you see below, or send me an email message. And don't forget to check my webpage for news and where you can also sign up for my e-newsletter. Thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing from you. This is Larry Haler, representing the 8th District, reporting to you from Olympia.